No, anyways. I am all that is man. Oh God, why is there only one person in here? Oh, there's 5 people. I was about to say, like, what in the fuck, dude? People need to get in here and chat. This is boring. I'm bored. Time to mess around on the internet. And timestamp and shit. Looking at shorts. You do realize that dog in Special Forces unit's missing, right? You're 6 years going 7 years late on that. They dead, homie. They dead. Hey, Colt. Oh, Colt's edit failed. They like, there's a Peyton Manning. Close the door! You suck! Whatever that fucking NFL campy who's doing just a skit with the kids. Hey, Joe. Why am I smoking? Because I can smoke cigarettes, bro. My cigarettes aren't what they cost in your state, okay? I'm in North Carolina, dog. I can get 2 packs for $6.81. Like, don't question me about my habits. Why are you smoking weed? Shut your bitch ass up. Yeah, I see you over there smoking weed. I'm kidding, I can't see shit. I'm just guessing. Probably guess accurate as fuck too, though. Dude's over there tweaking like he's in the CIA. The cameras are in here, bro. They're here. Oh my God. You smoke fentanyl, bro? Okay, that's unfortunate. Block ban deleted. Hopefully the cops arrest your ass. Save you from yourself. Anyways. Okay, Josh. I really don't care if he's smoking weed. I could give a fuck about that, to be honest with you. Of all things you're smoking, it's probably the least worst thing you could smoke. Man. Well, there's 32 people in here. And my face looking a hell of a lot better. I got to take some more antibiotics this morning, but my face looking a hell of a lot better today. Anxiety. There ain't no anxiety. Whatever excuse you give the doc. No, I just want to smoke it so I get high. So that way when someone pisses me off, I don't want to rip their head off and shit down their neck. Albeit I'm a well-rounded human being with long patience and wouldn't do that outright anyways, but, you know, when I'm at my breaking limit, that weed just, you know, gets me through that extra mile, so to speak. Doing? I just don't like your name, and I want to block man delete you. Other than that, I'm doing fine. It's day 1194 of me being out here homeless. I didn't even close the door of my tent last night. And I didn't bust out my blanket till like 5 o'clock this morning. I didn't even need to break it out. It was just, I want to be toasty warm and cozy. I was already warm enough. I just wanted that extra warm this morning. And I don't even have my third layer on either. Like, I didn't give a fuck. And my zipper was like zipped all the way down on my jacket. So like literally I was just wearing a hoodie with this kind of covering me. I don't give a fuck. 31 degrees at night. It ain't that cold. You ain't gonna die. You'll be fine. I smoked that shit that made R. Kelly think he could fly. All I blow is loud. Got that on my bleed. Come match that shit with me. You got that mid. Get that shit away from all gold everything. 1 gold watch, 2 gold rings. I mean, 6 gold rings, it ain't nothing. Albeit, there's a lot more in that song. Last time I smoked a blunt, like a legitimate blunt, shit, probably about 2 years ago. Be honest with you. I've had a couple people give me free weed out here, like, over years back. I don't buy that shit. Like, I've legitimately been in a restaurant or something, like eating or just walking down the road, and I walk by somebody and they're like, hey, I got something for you. I'm like, yeah, sure, you know what I mean? You know, I'm expected to hand me money, and they're like, drop bud in my hand, and I'm just like, oh, okay, thanks, I appreciate it. You know? So shit, probably about 2 years ago. Other than that, the last time I smoked a blunt, damn, yeah, about 2 years ago. Well, no, it's not really happened ever since then, but like I've had it happen occasionally. Like I stopped buying weed. Like back in 2016, like 2018, I was dealing with the cops like really bad. I got like $3,000 in like weed tickets throughout those 2 years. Like, homie, I could be out in the middle of like the fucking bumfuck Egypt country where there's like not a store around or a house around. No, they rolling up on me with their lights off, like rolling up on me deep too. And like pulling me over and yanking me out of the car, like looking for like the actual like car full of drugs. Well, I don't do drugs, Kylie. You're just a retarded dumbass bitch, so you're gonna get blocked, banned, deleted. That's what happens when you listen to people like Lele and Jessica. And you want to be Down syndrome retardation. I don't do drugs, okay? Again, if I'm offered weed freely, I'll smoke it. Other than that, I drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. God, I hate women. They're so fucking stupid, dude. That's why I know I'm gonna die alone. I ain't gonna keep making the fucking statement that I'm bisexual and I'm going gay, but like, bro, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Like, no, they've like literally how society has raised women and everything intellectually. No, they're like retarded, and I can't deal with it. Because I'll be over there saying 1 + 1 = 2, and then she won't hear what I say and go like, 1 + 1 = 2, and it's like, I just said that. It ain't been cold lately. It's been in the 30s, bro. I don't know what happened to them. They became retarded. Like, this is what happens when you let women, like, get famous and get money and get the delusion of power because all they do is sell their body online. They act like they have some intrinsic value that they bring to the table that's gonna, like, actually put bread on the table. Like, no, you sit there and show your naked body to these people, they'll kill you, they'll behead you, they'll throw you in prison, they'll beat and rape you out in the streets. You'll never do that shit again. You don't have a job. You're just a whore, charlatan, harlot that's sexually immoral and adulterous that's going to go to hell. Yeah, exactly like OnlyFans. Now, your bitch ass over there, I can't really call her a bitch ass, but your ass over there working at McDonald's or something, coming home smelling like french fries, earning an honest paycheck. Nah, bitch, you got a job. You are a woman, actually. Albeit, yeah, you can go sell your body online, you don't. You got more respect to your future husband, let alone boyfriend, or whoever the fuck that may be. Like, no, you're a woman. The other ones, no, charlatans and hoes. And those ones seem to have the biggest mouth. You got the woman that works at McDonald's or whatever. I'm not trying to shame somebody who works at McDonald's or anything, but, some women look at that pretty low. But either way, no. And the thing is, you're not as opinionated as these rich, wealthy women who think they have something to say because they have a shit ton of money. Like, no, you don't matter. You just sold your body online. No one cares. Hey, how you doing, Miriam? Or Miriam? So that way I don't make all women think I'm bashing them today. Say that. Say it like that. No, you're a piece of shit. Your dog is biting you. Well, bite your dog back. Bite it on its ear. Just to be like, Ang! It'll stop. I'm not buying no subscription to get like content I can see free on the internet. All I gotta do is go to Google and type in naked women. I'm not paying no subscription fee to see you naked. I'll see 50 women on that fucking page better looking than you. You got a grandeur assumption that you are worth paying money for. Honey, like, if I fuck you, I better get superpowers. Or I buy a subscription fee, like, no. I better get a girlfriend after this subscription fee. Like, what? I'll be damned. Same thing like going to a strip club. Why the fuck am I going to be paid to get teased? Fuck that. I can just go look at the internet and get teased all I want. Y'all desperate, bro. Just like throwing money on shit that don't matter. Then come to my channel and like all the projection that you have to every other monetized streamer just gets divulged on, like unloaded on me, bro. Get a job. You sitting on your ass all day in a job and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, you see all these other content creators, right? They're doing literally the same thing. I don't see that in their chat. Never have I seen it in their chat of them starting as a streamer to the level of success they've gotten to today. I've never seen the level of like cancel culture, smear campaign, and like gaslighting on their channel like mine. Albeit they didn't fuck with politics like I did. You know, Charlie Kirk, Benny Johnson, and all them that mess with politics, they're just puppets. They'll go with what the CIA, FBI like tells them they can and can't say. Me, I look at the FBI and CIA and tell them, kiss my ass, boy. You better get your ass out of Venezuela. You about to get fucked up. That's all I can tell you. Because, like, homie, you're starting to piss me off. I don't even have criminal organization ties or anything like that. Just as a human being. And the unrealistic nature of this entire situation that you're having is pissing me off more than anything. From, like, a leader, president aspect, like, viewpoint of America. Like, no, you're pissing me off. You're starting to piss me off and about to ask for your old badge and resignation, like, now. What does fuck mean? It's a strong disagreement. Just something. You're very upset when you say fuck, usually. Albeit, you know, it can also mean, like, sexual intercourse with another human being. But, like, it's usually used in the sense of, being upset and like just being disappointed. You know, you'd say like, fuck! You know, if you were to get in a car wreck, after you figure out everyone's okay, like, you know, even before you figure out everyone's okay, well, after, like, as soon as you get in the wreck, you know, and you're like conscious still, you're gonna be like, fuck! You're not happy when you hear that word. Bro, I'm not gaslighting people's shit on platform. But dude, I ain't got time for that, bro. I gotta stream. And then if I ain't streaming, I gotta read politics. If I ain't reading politics or like fucking pages of legislation and like, or I'm listening to music or like commenting on timestamps, I'm not going out of my way to like, no. I'm gonna do shit that's gonna push my business forward. I got time to go around and be like, oh yeah, the blah, 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 blah. I mean, I'll acknowledge a little bit, yeah, I got people talking shit on my name and the gaslighting and shit, but like, I'm gonna keep moving forward. Like, yeah, I see it in the rear view, but I'm gonna keep going forward. You know what I mean? There's a few potholes here and there that I gotta swerve around, but like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep driving forward. Oh yeah, no, they do, because they got people. They're dealing with simp men. Like, I can only imagine an OnlyFans model that has 10 million followers, and she goes on her thing and be like, hey, like, you know, go harass this person or hate this person. Everyone's gonna hate her because they're all blinded by the fact that they think that's their wife or like their sister or girlfriend that actually cares about them. They don't. They care about what's in your paycheck and your wallet. Like, you think like M stands for money and like Jose and this VP gloves guy or I'm bad, like demanding money. Go onto an OnlyFans channel and be like, I don't have any more money. Watch how quick she stops talking to you and moves on to someone else. Bro, she is a fucking leech, parasite of money, bro. I can go ahead and tell you that now just looking at my mother and my father. I don't give a fuck. I know y'all are different human beings and different individuals. No, same goddamn concept, dog. She is a parasitic leech on that wallet of her husband. And she will spend every fucking dollar he has until he dies. That man probably only has like $500 to his name, so to speak, that he don't even get to spend after his paycheck after all his bills are paid. Nope, his wife spends it all. He might have had like $100 out of there to go get a fifth of liquor and some cigarettes. That's about it. Now, I ain't trying to like say everyone's like broke, but like, you know, even at that point, no, I'm pretty sure your partner is spending all your money. I don't care if you got six figures. If I were to go look at who's spending the most money, I'm pretty sure it's going to be your wife. Because unfortunately, all those rumors, if you don't fall too far from the tree of your parents and acting like them, and like you seeking a partner kind of that resembles like your parental family traits, like, no, unfortunately, that's kind of a reality. And then I've seen like women and like my mom, like, albeit they're different women, no, they kind of have that same genetic like woman code. You know, homie, they want to brush their hair going down the road, you know, and put their makeup on going down the road. It's like, it's ingrained in them. Like, no. Liquor, you bury another, whether it's liquor, beer, wine, whatever you drink, man. Me, I'm in North Carolina, Alamance County. Rue. Yeah, I do soldier on. Stream ain't gonna stream itself if I don't soldier on. I mean, we can talk about politics. Like, no, I'm trying to prevent World War III here. Like, bro, please leave Venezuela alone. Please stop. Like, it's going to go exactly how I'm warning you it's going to go. And then at the point, it's going to be too late for me to do anything once it goes that way. I'm trying to warn you. Get the fuck out of there. Like, bro, I know you're retarded and you eat crayons. No matter what branch you're in. I know you're retarded and eat crayons, but it's time to come home, bud. I need to maintenance those ships. They need overdue maintenance for over like a half a decade now. Like, no. Get your dumb ass out of there. Like, I know it ain't Israel needing help or it's going to beat up the Middle East. I mean, and like, I know it's Venezuela. They're not Russia or China. I know you want to stay there and get some good headlines of beating somebody's ass. Because you damn well know those headlines would be a lot different in the Ukrainian-Russian war, let alone the Chinese-Taiwan war, if that ever unfolded. No, fleet of F-35s shot the fuck down. USS Cherry sunk. 50,000 sailors dead. That's why you go rushing off to Venezuela or the Middle East in a fucking heartbeat. Oh no, we were successful. B-2 shot down. The B-21 Raider shot down. Oh, that didn't happen. No, I didn't get shot down. That was a balloon we sent over there. Will be the headline. That's why they damn well act the way they're acting right now in Venezuela. Never mind ignoring their own international domestic criminal organizations. Again, I'd love to call it Venezuela, China, and Russia and ask them about the Bloods and the Crips and the Hells Angels and the Mafia and the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these people are annoying, and guess where they're domestically located? In America. Do something about it, and they're going to put their foot up your ass. Yeah, it's annoying as fuck. And now they're down here fucking with the cartels, and they're both business partners together. Like, look at this biased, goddamn, retarded geopolitical bullshit. I was trying to get my foot in the door down in South America, and I can't do that anymore because I have this retarded monkey in control of my White House, attacking and pissing all over and shitting all everything in this region. Never heard of a Joint Operation Command. I don't give a fuck if it is the enemy I'm doing a Joint Operation Command with. I'll work around it. Can't find who I need to actually solve the solution if I keep just blowing everyone up. Fucking retarded. Yeah, homie, you're gonna call the Bloods, the Crips, and the Mafia to come protect you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, that's gonna do you a lot of good. No, that's just gonna mean you somebody's bitch. Hopefully they don't traffic your kids. You know, hopefully they don't rob you, kill you. You damn well know they traffic and all that shit. They don't know no different than the damn cartels. You know, let's not get factual. Fuck the facts. No, leave Venezuela alone. Because, homie, the cartels, dude, they're out in the rainforest somewhere. I guarantee it. And, homie, like, bro, that's worse than having to comb the goddamn desert for a WMD. Like, Venezuela and South America is looking like the new Afghanistan. And they're going to keep shifting the goalposts to where the cartels are and just attack everything in there. And piss the entire region off and just, like, open the doorways for Russia and China to move in and be like, hey, I wouldn't have did that to you. Like, yeah, sure, you know, I got my, you know, it'd be a lot different. No, I know, Spin, that's the point I'm getting at. I'm not saying the cartels don't exist, but, like, bro, you're going to have to go through all South America and you're going to have to comb every inch of the rainforest. And at some point, you're going to run into a tribal community that is going to attack you, and you're going to, like, kill a bunch of tribesmen for no fucking reason. Because you believe the cartels are there. You know, here you go with Afghanistan all over again, and the global war on terror with Iraq. Oh, we're in Iraq. Oh, now WMD Afghanistan now. Like, it just smells like the global war on terror again. When you look at it, because you know how they were saying, oh, the cartels are in Venezuela. Oh, nope, they're in Colombia. Oh, nope, they're in Ecuador. Hell, for all you know, you just gave them $20 billion down in Argentina. Like, and at the end of the day, Nick Morato's got a $50 million bounty on his head. I wouldn't say on his head, but in the sense of, like, people giving up information on him. No one said shit. It's like the people in the global war on terror are able to easily point out where their leader is. Didn't do it. You want to know why? Because they didn't care. They're a little bit more pissed off. You're in their neighborhood dropping bombs on them. Oh, yeah, I know. But no, that goes into America having accountability that it fucked up and it did something corrupt and it attacked itself to try to cover up $2 trillion. And then pretty much go to a new Vietnam and smuggle opium back into the United States of America. Because I hope you understand those poppy fields are opium plants, by the way. Like, honestly, like, no, never give a veteran a fucking poppy plant, ever. Red or white. It's red because there's blood that got spilled on it, because other than that, it should be white. Never give them a poppy field seed. Never give them one of those things. That's offensive as fuck. No, they're over there fucking wasting their goddamn time protecting drugs. That pisses them off. I hope you understand that. Nope, sitting out there guarding a poppy field, get shot in the neck by a sniper. Broosh, your blood staining that shit red. Yeah, but we need to leave Venezuela alone. Ukraine, unfortunately, is going to become part of Russia. There's not much you can do there. The only thing you can do is pretty much micromanage any future further invasion. But even then, it really ain't going to stop much. I'll be honest with you. Nope, we won't take Canada. We get our ass beat if we try to take Canada. I'll go ahead and tell you that now. America's not ready, bro. Like, look, I know everyone doesn't have the same defense budget as we do and everything, but I want you to understand this. Again, unless they're not fake, by the way, the assassination attempts on Trump's life are not fake. You gotta understand. Someone tried to assassinate him once. There was everyone yelling at security about that person getting on the roof doing all that. They didn't do shit. They weren't paying attention. They didn't listen to anybody. Then he has enhanced security. And then is almost assassinated a second time. Albeit I'm on my third reason. Almost assassinated a second time on his personal golf course. Bypassing Delta Force security at this point. That camped out on his private golf course for over 12 hours. Avoiding the dogs, the drones, and like the personnel there. Homie, America is not the greatest country in the world. It is a lot of like China fakeness. More than anything. We are not the greatest country in the world anymore. And even when you realistically look at the global war on terror, homie, we spent $10 trillion, or damn near $400 billion to $300 billion a year, legitimately just mainly fighting people in flip-flops, robes, and AKs and IEDs. You know, when you get into Iraq a little bit, you know, they had tanks and jets and stuff and mortars and RPGs, you know, but when you start getting more down into the line of the war, no, it was just fucking flip-flops, robes, and AKs. And you're over here with satellites, jets, drones, special forces, optics, like, you know, infrared, night vision, thermal, you know, body armor, grenade, like fucking naval artillery, submarines. At a certain point, no. Like, sure, yes, you have everything, but like, you have everything on backwards. Like, sure, you got all this good shit, but apparently you don't work with it and know how to fucking use it. Oh, Lays, you ain't been back in here in a while. And I got a 10 a while ago. Like back in November. And I gotta loosely say this because I'm not trying to shit all over the military, because no, at the same time, no, you're trapped under shitty leadership and there's not much you can do about it. Albeit I've pointed out the fact your special forces unit and dog's been killed. I don't care where you sit at in the military. Yeah, go talk about that. You're not going to be in that job much longer. You might be dead. But like at the same time, they're going to fire you. Like, no. Yeah, should we address... I'm superior. Get out. I don't like it to me. You're going to go into that childish, pedantic bullshit. My father and this and that. Well, okay, cool. Your father did that then. We're here now with problems today, not then. And it's not even boomers. It's more Generation X at this point. They came after the boomers. Boomers are like kind of old at this point. It's more Generation X. The generation that y'all don't even hear about. The boomers get blamed for everything. You ignore Generation X, let alone the millennials at this point that are old enough to pretty much be in the fucking House and Senate, let alone running for president damn near. It's more this generation's fault. Generation X and the millennials. Slowly but surely going on Gen Y. Way before you get into like Gen Z and like Generation Alpha, you gotta like realize, like, you gotta be a certain age to run for things in like the government. Like, you gotta be 25 to run for the House, and you gotta be 30 to run for the Senate. You know, you're over there 18 years old, not even 18 yet. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You can't even vote. You know, it's starting to become our problem. Yes, there's rich boomers that are still causing problems for everyone, but, you know, through an entire 2 different generations of Gen X and the millennials, and slowly but surely Gen Y there, like, no, it's becoming our problem. You can't keep passing the buck. That's weak. You can't keep doing that. At a certain point, you got to take responsibility for your actions. Because you like going back to Ukraine there, no, if I didn't fucking keep touting international laws and shit and just back the fuck off, I'm pretty sure Russia wouldn't have invaded Ukraine. But I was over there, oh, Ukraine's a sovereign nation, can make sovereign decisions. You know, NATO's America. And what you're doing is terrorism. You know, like, just like everybody else. Like, nah, I would have just stepped the fuck back and realized that's really a hostage situation. Nah, you ain't gonna be a part of NATO. Sorry, bud. I mean, I don't really want Russia to dictate what I can and can't do, but I don't exactly want to watch you get the fucking your head blown off at the same time. And it'd be best for me to say no and do nothing. And slowly but surely work around that by just like investing business into Ukraine. Yeah, you ain't a part of NATO, but I got American companies in there, and you hit that company, and there's some Americans working there. Oh no, the CEO decided to visit and you killed him. No, now you got problems. Albeit, yes, they got Ukrainian employees, but no, there would be a few Americans that would probably transfer over there and stuff for better pay and all that. Yes, there's been days where I didn't eat anything, by the way. Huh? Oh, yeah. More than anything. And at the end of the day, over there, Russia was like, okay, if we want peace, you can't, like, have NATO here. And, like, for, like, literally years, they kept trying to have, like, a NATO security guarantee. I pulled out a peace deal. It was like, look, they ain't even going to be there. I just need y'all to be able to figure out some weird-ass fucking demilitarized zone line here on the front lines. Like, yeah, if Ukraine allegedly gives up this area, 50 miles of this territory, but when they give up 50 miles here, they want 50 miles back somewhere here across the front line somewhere. That's something you got to work out. I can't do it, like... Sure, I could come in strongmanning people, but at a certain point, that was where I was at then. These days, I don't really care. Ukraine can go to Russia for all I care. They'd be better off. America played way too many fucking games with me and pissed me off way too long for too many goddamn years here. And it's like, I'm looking at Ukraine, it's like a mini-me. And it's like, yeah, no, buddy, you don't need to be here. This ain't for you. You don't need this level of torture and, like, just disrespect. Like, no, it'll only get worse. It's just finding a way to convince Putin to grant amnesty to people in Ukraine, like their top leadership and generals and shit. You gotta realize they killed a lot of fucking Russians. It wasn't like they just killed a bunch of Wagner conscripts. No, they killed an actual bunch of shit ton of Russians. I've been playing Wild Rift more than anything these days. If they were to convert all of Ukraine to Russia, I know it'd make NATO incredibly uncomfortable. But, same time, I feel you're better off over there, not with us. I'll go ahead and tell you now. And I mean that quite legitimately. You don't believe me? Go look at my life. Look how they treat me and everything I did. And that's like kind of a rhetorical statement at this point to Ukraine. Like, no, everything I've done so far for them, and like, you feel you're going to be any different? It's what's cracking me up more than anything. No, thank you, lab rat. Good job. Yep, pat on the back, pat on the head. Where's my money? Because I gave you all this shit. Where's my minerals? That 50% that you promised me. I gave you this stuff. Hey, I'm going to tell you exactly how they going to be. Oh, you won't do that for me? I'll sanction you and I'll sue you. Yeah, and you already ain't got no money, and I'll destroy your business and make it flop. Like, nah, buddy. I'm trying to prevent that for you. Because that's how they gonna treat you. Albeit people don't do shit for me. Like, homie, I got a kid I didn't even know I had that's been kidnapped and missing. Bro, no one's done shit, bro. And I have law enforcement that tune into the stream. Ain't done shit. I mean, homie, they can't even find my mother's sister. That bitch been missing for like over a decade now. Don't even know if she's alive or dead. There ain't even a missing person report. FBI was like, can't find her. They didn't even put a missing person report up. I mean, they still haven't even fully released the Jeffrey Epstein list yet. So, this is telling you all you need to know about America. And what your future is going to be as Ukraine under Western influence and leadership. Are you sure you want to keep doing this? And I say this out of full respect of everyone in Ukraine and Ukrainian culture. And I know it sounds bad because, dude, this is why, I would push for, amnesty for Putin to, grant it to Ukrainians. Literally. Whether they were a general or not. I'm telling you, you'd make a convert like that, and, you legitimately don't kill, you literally grant it, too. So, you, destroy the Western, brainwash of you will die. You could really get it back. I mean, like that. I honest to God, I feel they'd throw the Western media for a loop. They wouldn't know what to fucking do. They'd be like, oh, and it'd be a new fabrication and everything else, but whatever they claimed you were gonna do, you don't do. And it's just no, they just discredit them to the absolute core. Because people don't realize, unfortunately, if you defect somewhere, you've been brainwashed, probably, more than likely. Is there a good chance they'll kill you for being a traitor? Yeah, but look how many people defected to us. We didn't kill them. And they're living a nice, happy life out in America. That's all I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of psychological warfare going on. How do I keep my phone alive? I'm an AI synthetic robot. It charges through my body. I'm beta testing a phone that's coming out in 2035 that's going to charge off the human electromagnetic activity without shutting down the vital organs like your brain, heart, and lungs. Damn it, I'm sorry, I broke character. Usually I can get through it without laughing. I charge my phone at outlets, man, at restaurants and stuff. If I get on a bus and they got a charger port, I'll charge it there. Basic stuff. You know, how do you keep your phone charged? And it's probably the same concept. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I was trying to be funny there for a second, but you're in the UK. Good for you. They're about as fucked as Ukraine is right now. All of them are. The left leg is popping. Helps. The right leg won't pop at all. Left leg is cow. Cow. You up, mate? You in the UK? You want to get shanked, mate? Oh, I should have added that in my British thing. I forgot to add the I'll wet you, mate. You what? I'll fucking wet you, mate. I'll fucking wet you, brev. I meant to add that into my short when I was doing the impersonation. My bad. I mean, dude, you're a paying customer. It's an outlet. They got it there for a reason for you to charge your shit. Yeah, use it. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you start worrying about, like, the fucking fractions of a penny on your electricity bill from people, like, charging their outlet and shit, homie, Mr. Krabs, you need to chill the fuck out. I could see if they were, like, trying to charge your electrical bike or something in there. But, like, you know, especially if they ain't an employee. But even then, I mean, like, bro, that's insured. They got the money for it. Does it really fucking matter? Blessed morning. For me and others, not all. Yeah, I fucking hate those penny pinchers, bro. Look, I understand it. It's great to be frugal with your money, but dude, you gotta look at how my dad looked at it, dude. Them shits are Doritos. I can make more. It's like Doritos. I can just make more. Like, bro, that one fucking penny probably ain't gonna matter till like 25 years down the road after I've acquired pennies over 25 years. Is that penny gonna matter? Like, no, that shit's Doritos. I can make more. You know, obviously paying your bills and saving money, but like, nonetheless, that shit's Doritos. Where do I get most of my news? Like YouTube and Google. And then I cross-reference it. You know, if I had a house, I'd be like watching C-SPAN and everything and listening to Congress in the background. And what they'd be talking about in legislation. I don't mean where everyone's calling in giving their opinion. I mean like the legitimate halls of Congress while they're in there debating legislation and shit. And talking about stuff and motions and all this. And, you know, by YouTube, you know, it's Fox News and all that shit, too, occasionally. Like, you know, I don't take that all to heart, you know. Usually, you got to take the title with a grain of salt. Because usually when they have a news article, they'll give you, like, a 5-second, 10-second excerpt of what the actual news is. You know, like, oh, Russia invaded Ukraine. You know, just example. Russia invaded Ukraine. Well, here's this expert to talk about something like speculation. No. You don't need to care about what their fucking goddamn worthless opinion is. You know, Russia invaded Ukraine is the news type thing. I don't care what could or couldn't happen. What is the actual news now, and what the fuck are they saying? Dude, why do y'all keep blaming you, like, Israel for the fucking Charlie Kirk assassination? What is your obsession with the Jews? Like, dude, why does everyone hate the Mossad? Bro, that's like saying, did the Delta Force kill Charlie Kirk? Why? Like, give me a reason. Why? Like, logistically and legitimately try to explain that to me and to yourself. And when I say you try to explain that to me or yourself, like, picture being in front of a judge in a court of law, trying to make it stick to the judge and the jury and everyone else in the courtroom. Explain that to me. Why the fuck would the Jews assassinate Charlie Kirk? And all the work I've done with the fucking Jews, why the fuck would the Jews kill Charlie Kirk? It's where I'm just lost at. Why? Fair enough, Tom. Bro, I'm being dead serious. Why? Tell me why. Why would I do that? I'm not even saying I'm like Jewish. Technically, I got to convert to Judaism. Nor am I saying I'm the Mossad. But like, why in the fuck is if everything goes wrong, it's the fucking Jews' fault? I feel bad for the Jews. They damn well know how I feel now in my family. Nah, because when anything goes wrong, even if you're not fucking there, it's your fault. It's your fault. You did it. They're about the only people who can relate to me. No, you did it. You're just walking back in, got food for everybody, and it's just like, sup, and everything's on fire, and you're getting blamed for it. You did it. Dude, you said who killed Charlie Kirk? Was it the Jews? How'd I end up homeless? Long story short, pretty much being a Gordon Ramsay, John Taffer, like, hybrid mix employee. Like, bro, I don't play that shit. I want clean food. I serve clean food. I don't give a fuck. I hate you. I ain't gonna spit in your food. I ain't gonna cross-contaminate it. I ain't gonna give you food that's been sitting there too damn long. I don't play with people's food. I don't want anyone playing with my food. I don't play with other people's food. That's kind of like the job part there. The other fact is I got arrested back in 2022, August 12th, and I was in jail for 34 days till September 15th, 2022. I pretty much told a cop to go do their fucking job because the way station in my area was closed for about 8 months. I made a Facebook post about it and opened up the next day. I went driving down the road, my car started getting death wobbles. I pulled over, got out, was on the median lead-in. Unfortunately, I pulled up behind a state trooper, had someone pulled over about 50, 60 meters away, though. They got out of their car, asked me what the fuck I was doing, which pissed me off, and it was just like, dude, you rip up that ticket and get your ass to the way station. They didn't like that. Well, 3 days later, they took out a warrant for my arrest. That's when I got arrested August 12th, because that happened August 9th. But I was on my way back going to the hospital to pick up my mother who got discharged, or was getting discharged from the hospital after having surgery and is now in recovery for a 4.9 out of 5 aneurysm in her pelvis. Well, I'm not crazy. That's legitimately why I'm homeless. Like, homie, I've literally watched people, like, cross-contaminate food. They'll literally touch raw meat. Go, like after they touch raw meat, they'll go touch everything else in the store. You know, serve you the food with the same glove they touch raw meat in, touch your lettuce, all this cold items, and cross-contaminate everything. I had a major issue with that, and I would always bring it up, and it'd always get me fired. Never mind, there'd be mold everywhere, like, you know, Freon leaking on the bread, but, you know, they want to put it in the oven and still serve it to people. And I'm not really kissing the Jews' ass at all. Like, no, I ridiculed the Jews and threatened to cut them off if they didn't stop this reckless bombardment campaign and start actually doing clandestine fucking raids. And I warned them not to fucking bomb the fucking nuclear reactors of Iran. Or the nuclear, uranium enrichment sites. Because technically, in its form, it's nuclear war. The minute you start throwing radioactive isotopes out everywhere, whether it's from a bomb or like a reactor or like an enrichment site, no, that's a nuclear war. I warned them not to do that. And if Trump would have never backed out of the JCPOA, October 7th probably would have never happened. It could have been stopped. And we wouldn't have had to have bombed Iranian nuclear sites. But this is what happens when you have a country that goes woke, trying to fight for an injustice that wasn't done to Trump. When you go woke, you go broke. Like, homie, I hope you're enjoying your grocery prices. I warned you. I'm back. Look, the free Palestine thing. Palestine would be free if you would have took your free Palestine insanity protests and unleashed it on Hamas and stopped making Israel do your dirty work. Palestine would have been free tomorrow. You should have took that insanity over there instead of making Israel do your dirty work. We'll see how many you go over there in front of Hamas with free Palestine and watch. We'll see how many you get shot by Hamas operatives. Again, you made Israel do your dirty work. Palestine could have been free tomorrow if you would unleash your insanity over there, not on college campuses and all throughout America and the international community. Damn a lot of you. Hey, how about you go take it out on those people so Israel don't have to do this shit? It seems like if you were in control over there, maybe October 7th wouldn't have happened. Just maybe. But no, you'd rather sit here in the bubble of comfort in the Western society. Why don't I go and fix it? I've done fixed it ish. It's getting phased out now and like a phased out plan. Israel listened to what I said. Again, it's not being followed to the exact T's and the way the I's are dotted. Because it's not how a republic, democracy even works. They looked at it and logistically figured out what they needed to and for their best interest. They got the point I was trying to make. At its core, it's mine. And the direction it's going. It is solving itself out. Like, Hamas can't be in control anymore. Unfortunately. I had the Ukrainian-Russian thing done, but people wanted to come in here and piss all over it. So, like, no, Ukraine will be Russia. Like, I refuse at this point to let Ukraine become, like, no, like, you're like my little brother at this point, and I don't like it. And when I say that, I'm not kicking you off into the death machine. You've just been brainwashed thinking you're going to die if I kick you off over here. I'm literally looking at you like my little brother at this point. Like, no, like, bro, the shit I've been through, no, you ain't going through what I'm going through. I look like your last abortion? Wow, why'd you get an abortion? That's terrible. I don't even know why I hit show on that. I'm just going to block man delete you. That's terrible. Sorry about that, everybody. It's kind of almost straight. I do have faith in Jesus Christ. Or for God, Jesus Christ, unless everyone's sacred Bible, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you right now. I'll go ahead and tell you right now. I'd be dead. I've been dead a long time ago. Very long time ago. I mean, my mouth infection would have killed me by now if it weren't for Jesus Christ. Albeit, yeah, my face ended up swelling up there and all that shit, and I'd have to take antibiotics. No, the Lord's been keeping me alive through that shit. It was just a quick reminder of, hey, you got a serious problem here that I'm really micromanaging. I really wish you'd go get it fixed. God, Jesus Christ, Holy River, Sacred Bible are great. And Tom looks like a pro-Hamas person, too. Especially with the, oh, as much as you're kissing their ass comment. Yeah, look at him. That's what it is. And it's all these fucking, like pro-Palestinian people that are now canceling my stream. And they're going to try to blame the Jews. Welcome to my life. Sad, man. It's just sad at this point. The Jews did it. Good. Press that bitch. Release the Jeffrey Epstein files. I need transparency, boy. Yeah, they keep it from you because they don't want you to know the truth. They want you to think China's the bad guy. I'm not saying China can't butt heads and rub elbows with you that you're not going to agree with or like over in the Indo-Pacific region, but no, China's bad. They're evil. They're Satan. That's how America's going to portray them, and America's nothing but sunshine and rainbows over here. You know, we ain't got no problems. That's how the media's going to portray it to you. In reality, it's a little bit darker than that. And not as cut and dry. Hey, anime. Or Miles. I remember when that drunk last night. My biggest concern is getting him out of Venezuela, though. Like, bro, they ain't listening. Like, that's what's pissing me off. It's like, oh, you're gonna listen to everything else? And the time I keep telling you, warning, get the fuck out, you ignore it. So, like, the day it finally does go down, like, homie, I don't care. I warned you, I warned you. I'm gonna care, albeit I say I don't care now as I'm speaking. Like, no, I'm gonna be mad. It's gonna be like, bro, how many motherfucking times did I warn you? I'm not gonna care, and I'm gonna care all the time. I said, doesn't mean go rush somewhere else to go bomb somebody else somewhere else. No. You almost took a trip last night. How the fuck are you taking psychedelics, bro? You gotta be careful with that shit, dog. they are around. Who are they? Like, what do you refer by they? Dude, everyone's around. I don't give a, like, what do you mean by they? Dude, it's a small world. For all you know, the president's like fifth cousins in my fucking town right now, let alone like just a fucking simple janitor somewhere. They around psychedelics? Well, don't be taking that shit. You don't need to be taking that shit. It's not good for your brain. Everything else already going on in the world. Nah, popping psychedelics is not what you need to be doing. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you that now. You kind of got to focus a little bit. I'm not saying some people can't be functional drug addicts, but at the same time, like, no, you got to focus. Yeah, I don't fuck with psychedelics. Albeit some people try to claim weed's a psychedelic or something. Like, no. I'm off. Oh shit, this one's probably dead now. Sitting on the button now, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm hitting the vape. But like, no, don't fuck with psychedelics. I'm nervous to like touch a shroom or like acid. I really am. Nervous as fuck. Like, no, I'm worried about fucking my brain up. You gotta remember though, I got like locked away in a mental psych ward over a cyberstalker situation where I was freaking out about being cyberstalked. They tried to put me on medication and turn me into a zombie. I know some of y'all remember that stream with my mom talking about that. No, I'd ask him a question, and like 5-10 minutes later, he'd finally respond to me. After he was like staring out into space. And I'm not even kidding. Like, no, like I'd be sitting on their bed and like just like zoned out, and they'd talk to me. I wouldn't hear them, and then I'd hear like Matt, and then I'd snap back, and it's like, you know, it's like, what? She didn't like it. And it made me more paranoid than I ever was, bro. I slept like the water heater was in my room, and this thing would like malfunction. You'd have to hit the button, and it'd make noises, bro. I always thought that shit was gonna explode when I was on that shit. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die tonight. This fucking water heater's gonna implode, and I'm gonna die. Half the fucking trailer's gonna go missing. No, there's better ways to challenge the mind in the right way, bro, with a simulated event than doing a psychedelic. Shit, what's the recruit? I think it is. Like, no, I can fuck with your mind and train your mind all I need to in the right way through, like, the recruit scenes with, like, Al Pacino. God, who's the guy that plays Al Pacino? It might be Al Pacino. No, it is Al Pacino. He plays Tony Montana. Excuse me. But with Al Pacino and, oh, God, what's your fucking name? I mean, you're in SWAT. I mean, you're in, like, the second version of Total Recall. I've seen him in movies. I just forgot his actor's name. But no, you can train the human brain right that way. You don't need drugs for that. You smoking a blunt on your R&R just to calm down? Like, yeah, sure. Drinking some beer, whatever. Yeah, I got you. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning here. Or 9:30 now. Yeah, bless the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Sandwich. No, this ain't a question, bro. I don't know if you've seen this movie yet, Anime. Go look up The Recruit. Albeit every second of that stage of what you were going through would be staged, and like it would not be some illegal operation going on. Just so you know. Like, no, there's a better way to challenge the human mind. It's almost like listening to Sean Ryan and other people in the CIA when they talk about they got you blindfolded, right? They give you a gun with one shot. You have to pick out of the like the people that are going to be running at you who the actual enemy is. And homie, I could go running by you like this, acting like I'm going to hit you. I don't touch you. You can't shoot me. You shoot me, you fail. Meanwhile, whoever's coming behind me literally like punches you straight in the face. You have to shoot them technically. Like, no, it's a way to challenge your brain. Without drugs. Well, my question I ask myself is probably not the same question you ask yourself. I'm going to be honest with you. I got a little bit more conviction in my faith. Shit, this thing about dead. The coils. There's actual oil burning. Oh yeah, it's the best thing you can do. Oh, I've given up control in that sense. I've given up control in many places. Well, very few areas is a joke, but I ain't gonna get graphic. No, I definitely gave it up on that one a long time ago. No, God, Jesus Christ, husband, motorcycle, Bible, win 24/7. Because again, I can solve a lot of problems pretty quick, or at least get the stepping stones set to solve a problem. And like fighting God, Jesus Christ, husband, motorcycle, Bible, there's no winning there. Like you kind of got to do what you're told. I'm sorry, there's no winning. There's just no winning there. Is this weed? This is a tobacco vape pen. Ham radio. I love them all equally. Albeit, like, I mean, like, I love them all equally. Albeit Jesus killed himself for me and everything else, and like is my Lord and Savior, and the only way through to God now these days is through Jesus Christ. I love them all equally. Because at the end of the day, God tried it without Jesus. You know, it was God and the Holy Spirit. I mean, Jesus was there, but like it was more in the Spirit. And we couldn't get it. So, no, I love them all equally. You know, we look at Old Testament versus like, you know, going into the New Testament. Well, Old Testament and then like you get into with Jesus and everything. You got to remember, Abraham didn't have Jesus down there talking to him. No, Abraham was directly talking to God. Type thing. Never mind Adam and Eve. I love them all equally. I don't want to put one over the other. I'm just thankful. They tolerate my bullshit, that's for sure. I'm not saying everything I do is bullshit, but they tolerate my bullshit, that's for sure. It doesn't feel tangible. And not really bigger than comprehension. I mean, yes and no to the comprehension part. I'm not going to be covetous and say I can understand God's authority and will and everything they're going to do. But at the same time, like, no, we were made in his image and like Jesus Christ lives in the Spirit through us. So like at the same time, like, you know, God's only so big. And then when you look at it, Jacob and God and them wrestling, and Jacob technically beating God, but God shrunk his hip after that. Like, you know, it's a little bit more interesting when you look at it. Like, no, Jacob and God wrestled with each other. And Jacob wouldn't let God go. He shrunk his hip. It was like, fine, you win, but shrunk his hip at the same time. Get the fuck off of me. You haven't read the Bible? The best thing I can tell you, anime, is to go read it. That's the best thing I can tell you. Go read it. I need to reread it. Personally. I need a new one, though, because mine's all torn to crap right now. But go read it. All of it. Don't skim it. I mean, literally, beginning to end. I'm not saying complete it in a day, like, do nothing else. No. Take an hour out of your day, read the Bible. If you feel like taking a break, go play a video game, or need to eat some food, whatever, go do that. At some point, come back, read it for another hour. Or, wait till tomorrow, read it for an hour. But read it from cover to cover. In a way you can at least intellectually and mentally remember it. You don't want to sit there and read for an hour and then come back 2 weeks later and read for another hour. You ain't going to remember what you read for that 1 hour 2 weeks ago. No, I've only read the Bible from cover to cover. I thought about reading the Torah. But through the translations I read, there's only minor differences between Judaism and Christianity. They kind of don't believe in the resurrection of Jesus, allegedly, in the Torah. I don't know exactly which translation you get into over there. It probably gets really confusing. No, I don't read other religions to find God. I don't know what the Tao is, but no. It's like kind of going to Hinduism and reading whatever the Hinduism book is to find God, Jesus Christ, won't stick a Bible in it. Hey, I'm going to still put all my money on Jesus Christ. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that now. Theoretical money, I don't gamble. But no, I'm going to put all my chips on Jesus. Has anyone tried putting a camera up at you and give you free stuff while recording? I'm talking about those weird, YouTube shorts? Where they're here, man, where they donate to homeless people? No. As far as I know, no. And I ain't seen myself. Yeah, either way, anime, no. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now, no. No. That's not how it works. Told you. No. Yeah, good. I'm glad you give the Bible a shot. I'm not reading the Tao. Again, I can't read something else and seek, God through that religion. Or, philosophy. Trust me, the Lord pretty much tells me I can do whatever the fuck I want. But they're not going to be happy with it. And, at a certain point, I will get punished, whether it's in this life or the afterlife. But they're there to be my servant. As much as I am their servant. It's a very symbiotic give and take relationship. I don't know. It might be written by somebody, but dude, I don't look into what other people say, kind of. A little bit. I will a little bit, but I do me, man. I'm not big on, following other people. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know what it is. Okay. So it's like someone's philosophy. Got you. I figured, but I wasn't sure if it was like some off-text like religion. Alright, alright. You know, I started thinking about like, you know, other people. I might read it, maybe. I don't know. Bro, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm kind of more like a Jack Sparrow, dog. I'll be honest with you, anime. I kind of go where the Lord takes me. And I'll pull out my compass from time to time, and it'll point in some directions, and it usually never steers me wrong. I'll go ahead and tell you now. It sounds bad, but like, no, that like, bro, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of like the Book of Power or some shit. You know, it's not really religious, but like, you know, it's somebody's like ideology and like philosophy on life. You know, what you need to do is like whatever they want, like the message of the book is. No. It's probably already been there kind of in some way, shape, or form through Jesus Christ and God and the Holy Spirit and the Sacred Bible. I've been made aware to a lot of dangers before, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, usually if I get a gut feeling of something bad's about to happen, usually something bad's about to happen. Usually, like, dead ass. Yeah, but I already know that anime. I'm a monetized YouTuber. Let me check something. 26 minutes. I should be able to get all this rolled up and do cash back. I should have did cash back last night. 26 minutes, that's not counting morning traffic and lights, so probably about 30-ish minutes. So, I got time. We gotta run and get some food. Gotta catch my bus. Somewhat neat. Yeah, I got you, man. I just prefer the Bible. I mean, it does the same thing. Like, literally. La 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 la. I got 26 minutes. "26 minutes, brother. Before the world's gonna end, we're all gonna fucking die. Ah! Ah! God, it's blue. The goddamn pen is blue! Mind you, when I say GD, I mean God, comma, damn. Like, At no point am I asking the Lord to damn whatever I'm looking at, saying, God, damn it. I'm pretty much just saying, God, look at this, and damn, I don't know what to do. At no point am I ever going to condemn the Lord. At no point am I ever going to look at God and be like, yeah, hey, fuck you. And I can just see Jesus looking at me like all shocked and be like, why? Like, damn, what'd I do to you? I'd never say that. I'm not saying I'm going to break down and cry like SpongeBob, but damn near I can almost see it. Be like, bro, what the fuck did I do to you? Damn, my child. Brought up your ass and died today. Well, the chat's gotten incredibly quiet because apparently whatever the towel is important to these people. I'm trying to offend anybody. Jesus. I'll probably carry. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go take that trash right there. I got a box right here that I'll use for any more future trash. That way I have all the trash up out of here. Cleaned a lot of it up yesterday. Even cleaned my chill spot a few days back. God, it looks so much better. It's looking bad out here. The worst part is if someone came out here, they'd be like, dude, see, he did this and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, that was like fucking 5 months of trash. In reality, if you were to add all that up, yeah, that's a lot of money, but that's like in 5 months. Oh, damn barking spiders, boy. Whoo! Barking spiders, man, you gotta call the cryptozoologist. Because the barking spider comes around when you have like this airflow that comes like out your ass. I don't know, it's weird. It's like the barking spider barks air in like your ass and it makes your like cheeks move. It's a very elusive spider. But alright, y'all branched off in a weird part of YouTube because there's not that many people in here. I don't know what bullshit y'all are on. I'm just going to end the stream here, though, to conserve battery life and stuff. Y'all bless the rest of your day.